Hi everyone, I'm Amrita and welcome to my channel Fries and Shine. Here you will find evidence-based, no-nonsense, nutrition-related information. In today's video, I'm going to discuss the 10 most common mistakes that people make while trying to lose weight. Before we proceed with the main idea, let's have a basic, simple understanding of weight loss. For any kind of weight loss to occur, the amount of energy that you put into your body through food has to be lesser than what your body spends or burns. For example, if your body needs 2000 kilocalories to function, but you only give it 1500 kilocalories, this may cause you to lose weight over time. Like I said though, this is a very simplistic understanding of weight loss. And this is the area where most of us get very stuck and we get very harrowed when we don't end up losing weight. Weight in itself though is a very complex and intricate system, and there are so many factors that determine how much your body weighs, which is why I have rounded up the 10 most common mistakes that people make while trying to lose weight. Number 1. Eating very little food. If you drastically reduce your food intake and cut calories, your body will actually slow down the rate at which it creates energy from the food that you're giving it. It will slow down processes so that it doesn't need to use as much energy. For example, if your body needs 2000 calories to function and you're only giving it 1000 calories, it will work so that now it only needs 1500 calories to function. Now you might be expecting weight loss thinking you've created a deficit of 1000 calories, but you're actually only creating a deficit of 500 calories, which is why you might not see as drastic weight loss as quickly as you're expecting. The solution for this is to work with a nutritionist or a dietitian who can work with you to plan your meals in a manner that brings about sustainable weight loss. Number 2, skipping meals. When you skip a meal in an attempt to lose weight, even though you are hungry, your body thinks food is not going to be available. Now think of people during the lockdown. So many of us were hoarding groceries because we thought they would not be available. Similarly, your body hoards the food that you feed it and stores it as fat because it doesn't know when next it will get food. So skipping meals and not attending to your body's hunger may actually make you gain fat in the long run. The solution? Always eat when you are hungry. Work with a dietitian to optimize what you eat so that you can meet your weight and health goals. 3. Not taking into account body composition. In your overall weight, there is weight that comes from muscle, weight that comes from bone, from water, and from fat. When you talk about wanting to lose weight, you're actually talking about wanting to lose fat. You never want to lose muscle weight. That can actually hurt your health. If most of your weight is coming from muscle versus fat, it doesn't really matter what your overall weight is. Think about it. If you put an athlete and a sedentary person next to each other and they weigh the same, they will still visibly look very, very different. The athlete will look super toned and the sedentary person may even have areas of fat showing on his body. Still, even though they're the same weight, no one will tell the athlete to lose any weight. Solution? Do take into account body composition when you are setting weight goals. Number 4, focusing only on the weighing scale number. To extend the previous point a little bit, when you lose fat, it may not necessarily reflect on your scale. So don't look only to that number to determine your progress. Check your waist measurements, your chest measurements, the circumference around your bicep. These are all areas where you will notice changes. Also look for other quality measures such as reduced bloating, better sleep, better bowel movements, greater energy levels. Bottom line, you can still look lean and compact even without a change of weight on the weighing scale, and sometimes even with an increase in weight if that increase is coming from muscle. Number 5, ignoring weight fluctuations. Your body is made up of 70% water, and this water level can fluctuate day in and day out over weeks and over months. For example, if you've eaten very salty food or if you're expecting your menstrual cycle, These are 2 times your body can actually hold on to more water and cause an increase in weight. If you've had caffeine or alcohol, it may dehydrate you and this might reduce your weight. These changes in weight though are only changes in water weight. They are temporary and they have absolutely no bearing on your health. So don't get disheartened by them. Solution: check your weight only once in 2 weeks if you must, and definitely not every day as a lot of people do. Number 6, lack of exercise. Exercise helps you gain both muscle and bone weight while simultaneously decreasing fat. Again, think of athletes. You lose what you don't use. So use those muscles and exercise so that your body sees reason to hold on to these muscles. If you have been restricting food and calories, your body makes up for the energy that it needs by burning both fat and muscle. You are actually burning precious muscle just to provide energy to the body. And the lesser muscle you have, the lesser energy your body needs. Net result, you don't end up burning as much fat as you could have been had you had more muscle. Solution: exercise to make sure that you're maintaining your muscle mass and to ensure that most of your body's energy needs are being met by fat burning. Number 7, reduced NEAT. No, I'm not talking about alcohol consumption, though if that is in excess, do reduce that too. There is something known as non-exercise activity thermogenesis. This simply means energy that your body uses to perform non-exercise activities. These include activities like cooking, getting ready, dressing yourself, showering, brushing your teeth. When you're at work, this may include walking from one place to another in the office, using the washroom, etc. Because of the lockdown, a lot of our energy expenditure from NEAT has reduced, and this contributes to the overall reduced energy expenditure by the body. Solution: try and be as active as you can at home. What you do in the remaining 23 hours of the day has a greater bearing on your health than what you do in your 1 hour of planned physical exercise. Number 8, reduced protein intake. With an overall reduction in calories in food, even the amount of protein that you consume reduces. And protein is one nutrient which can directly impact muscle loss. Now remember, more muscle loss means that your body can't burn energy as efficiently, which means reduced overall fat loss. Protein foods also take more energy than carbohydrates and fats to get digested, so they add just a little more to the energy expenditure of your body. Lastly, from all 3 macronutrients, so from carbohydrates, fats and proteins are the most satiating and they make you feel the most full. So you can actually create a calorie and an energy deficit without your body thinking that it is starving. Protein can therefore minimize the loss of muscle as well as make you feel full. The solution: work with a nutritionist or a dietitian to figure out if you are getting as much protein as your body needs. Number 9, looking for quick solutions. Let me quickly let you in on a little secret. Crash diets or quick weight-related fixes don't work in the long run. Severely restricting calories may work for your weight in the short term, but this won't be sustainable. Your body perceives this as a sign of starvation and it will try to do whatever it can to protect you. Remember that concept of hoarding that we spoke about in one of the previous points? When you start to feed yourself again, your body will hoard onto all this food and store it as excess fat in case it doesn't get food again. Net result: this may end in you gaining more fat than you started out with in the first place. Number 10, having unrealistic expectations. The human species has survived years and years of famine and hunger to get you where it is today. It is extremely smart, extremely resilient, and knows exactly what needs to be done to keep you alive. Energy balance is a very complex system, and our body has built-in mechanisms to make sure that there are very little changes. So when you do something externally to override these natural mechanisms, you have to give your body a little time to catch up. You didn't gain all your weight in 1 week. You're probably not going to lose it all in a week either. Solution: be patient and trust that your body is doing everything that it needs to do to keep you alive and healthy. To conclude, there are several factors that can impact your weight. The ones I have discussed above are only some of them and only have to do with your food and exercise. There are other factors such as stress, sleep, medicines and medical conditions that can also majorly impact your weight. If you are having chronic weight or health conditions, work with a nutritionist or a dietitian to figure whether it is food or some other lifestyle factor that's interfering with your health and your progress. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel and share this video with other people who may also benefit from it. If you have any questions or concerns, you can leave them in the comments below. I will be making many more such informational videos, so do look out for them. I hope to see you soon. Until then, take care and keep shining.